Hi, it's Thomas Connemark. I'm a professional football throwing coach and I'm coaching clubs all around the world. Today, I'm going to look at the throw ins from the game Barcelona against PSG in the Champions League. It was a really interesting game and a lot of interesting throw ins too. But let's start with Barcelona. Barcelona, they had a possession on 38.5%, and that's under average. Barcelona came into good situations in 23.1% of the throw ins, and that's really, really low. Of course, you can't be satisfied with that. If I should look at one highlight from the Barcelona throw in game, it's in the 84th minute where they had a return pass with a good distance where they got a free kick too. A lot of you who saw the game also realized that Barcelona got a red card after approximately 30 minutes of playing time. So you can say doing a return pass with a good distance and getting a free kick, that's quite well when they're -1. You can also say maybe bad defending by PSG, but that's the way it is sometimes in football. The lowlights from Barcelona was that they did a lot of basic mistakes, like coming too close to the thrower, like during long kicks after a short throw in, and no matter who you are, that's just a bad solution. You'll lose that ball 9 out of 10 times, so quite bad. Some of you might think, oh, they only got 38.5% because they were -1 in a big part of the game. But actually, before the red card, they had a possession on throw-ins under pressure on 40%. So that wasn't much better. So of course, when you have world-class players like Barcelona have, you want to be much better at the throw-ins. It's just not enough that you have a good technique, you have a good understanding, and really great at playing together with specific formations inside the pitch. If you're losing the ball on throw-ins under pressure more than 60% of the time, of course you can't be satisfied with that. So a big potential of improvement for Barcelona in general. Let's go to PSG. And PSG, they had a possession on throw-ins under pressure on 57.1% of the time. Of course, that's a little bit better than average, not great or good. But they were also a little bit lucky that they played 11 versus 10 in more than 60 minutes of the match. And if they haven't done that, they probably would have been having a much worse throw-in possession and throw-ins under pressure. Because they only came into good throw-in situations in 28.6% of the time. And yes, why could they then get a much better possession? Yep, just because if you're +1 on the pitch like they were in most of the match, like second balls and duels, you have a bigger chance of getting those. But again, of course, you can't be satisfied with coming only into good situations in like 28.6% of the time. So again, quite disappointed in PSG's throw-ins too. So and again, throw-ins happening 40 to 60 times in a match normally. So you can't, of course, be satisfied with that. Highlights again, I was not really impressed. Yes, they had a possession in 57.1% of the time. So I won't really say any highlights because most of their possession was like, how can you say, quite safe possessions, and so we'll just keep the possession. I didn't see any spectacular things like where they went on an adventure, taking a little bit risk and trying to create something creative or dangerous out of the throw-ins. So again, I think that there's a big potential there from PSG, especially because they have really fast players and of course also football intelligent players. But I wasn't seeing much throwing intelligence, and of course you can train that. So again, low lights here. They should have been dominating Barcelona, especially the last more than 60 minutes, being 11 versus 10. Not only on their own throw-ins, but also dominating on Barcelona's throw-ins. So all I'll say again, quite disappointed with PSG's throw-ins. Yes, I know in the end they went into the semi-final, and of course they're satisfied with that. But if you're coming into a close game, it's really often throw-ins who are either deciding the win or the loss for you. So again, yes, PSG, they're really great at many things in football. That's the reason why they're in the Champions League semi-final. But again, like Barcelona, big potential on throw-ins. So, of course, yes, we want to see much better throw-ins in international football. So again, are you interested in improving your team's throw-ins, no matter if you're a pro team, amateur team, or youth team? Then you're welcome to go into my homepage, throwinacademy.com, where you can see all about my throw-in visits to the pro clubs, both inspirational visits, but also full season contracts and so. And I've been a part of 14 titles in international football. You can also hear about my online course that's specifically made for amateur teams and youth teams. But that was all from me today. Have a fantastic day. Bye bye.